Que pasa, cabrón? Maybe you have weak genetics, but you still want a jawline like a Greek god. Well, I'm here to tell you it's possible once you stop listening to the typical advice that you hear on the internet. My name is Blake. If you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram, linked in the description below. So a lot of people seem to think that your jawline is something that's going to be solely determined by your genetics. And while yes, part of it is, there's other parts of it that can be improved. Like you can still improve on it. You like to hear a lot of black pillars say, oh, if you're not born a 10 out of 10, then you're never going to have it. You have to have the jawline. You have to be born with it. There's no way you can improve on yourself. All this sorts of different stuff. And it's just complete, flat out wrong. There are plenty of examples, especially in Hollywood and the entertainment industry, of people going from no jawline to having a decent one. And this is not just through like things like plastic surgery or anything. It's just through like the process of actually building your jawline up. You can see people like the guy that played Creed, Michael B. Jordan. You see him at the start of his career versus now. Like he doesn't have the best jawline genetics, but his jawline is like way better now and looks like phenomenal. And that's the thing, is just that these things take time. They take years to actually do. You just have to actually put in the work and put in the process on some of the exercises that are going to build up your jawline in order to actually do it. What can you actually do to actually get a more defined face? You hear all the typical advice on the internet like, oh, just lose weight and stuff. That's all you do to build your jawline, and because the fat is just covering it, blah, blah, blah. And while that may be true, your fat is going to be covering a little bit of your jawline. So the more weight you lose, the more body fat that you lose, the more your jawline is going to show. There are things that you can do to actually develop it more and make it more angular, more attractive, more aesthetic. One of the best exercises that you probably heard of on the internet is called mewing. Mewing is one of the things that I've done, and basically all it really is just proper tongue posture. So if you just swallow like your spit or some water or something like that, just go, your tongue will be in the right kind of posture where it's supposed to be, on the roof of your mouth. A lot of people nowadays are just mouth breathers. They just let their tongue sag and go, and then it just causes them to just have that recessed jaw because they're not having proper posture with it. But when you have that proper posture, your tongue is pushing on the roof of your mouth a little bit, and it's kind of like not really gritting your teeth because you don't want that kind of sensation, but it's just like locking everything in. Like you can see the difference, just like regular closed mouth, not non-proper posture, versus if I get into the kind of mewing position. You can kind of see the difference, that it's a lot more angular just right off the bat, and over time that's just going to help develop it way more, because it's going to, like, not only you're going to stay in that posture for longer, and just like it's just going to become a normal habit, just like breathing, and that's just what you're going to naturally kind of run back to. But it's also, you're just going to train everything, develop everything, kind of like the gym. Which, another thing that you can do in order to build your jawline up is just chewing harder food. So when it's talking about fixing your diet, it's not talking about just losing body fat percentage, but it's also talking about the things that you actually put into your body, which is going to determine like eating the proper nutrient dense foods that are going to make you de-bloat and not hold a lot of like water weight and stuff in your face, and not look all bloated all the time, and take care of the acne. But it's also when you're chewing harder foods like carrots, steak, nuts and stuff like that, that is going to develop your jawline as well. It's kind of like we talked about with mewing. Over time, chewing on foods like that is going to actually make it more developed, make it look more angular. And when you do all these little tactics and exercises and stuff like that, I want you to keep in mind that you need to have realistic expectations for yourself, because this is not plastic surgery. You're not just going to overnight just magically just look like a completely different person, like fucking, I don't know, handsome Squidward or some shit. But over time, you are going to get a more developed and stronger jawline. Just kind of like the example I used earlier, like over the course of a couple years, it's just like going to the gym. You'll get better and better. You just got to keep doing it and trust in the process. And this is why mental health is the most important aspect of looks maxing, because a lot of people, when they think about their looks and stuff, they're worried about their insecurities and all that. And like, you're probably watching this video because you're a little bit insecure about your jawline. And if you are, like, you just need to understand that your mental health is more important, because yes, you need to be working on this stuff. Yes, like the time is going to pass anyway, so you need to be like focusing on improving yourself, but you need to be in the right mindset when you're doing it. It should be fun for you. You should be like doing the mewing, like, oh, today I'm doing a little bit of mewing, so I'm making progress towards my goals. Like I'm having fun, like improving myself, rather than like worrying about your insecurities. Like, oh, I need a sharper jawline right now, blah, blah, blah. I need a sharper jawline. That way people will actually love me. Real love starts with loving yourself. So if that's a problem, then you need to address your mental health first. And then while you're at it, just start the mewing, start the gym and all that, and improve your whole life in general. Because this stuff should be fun. It should be a fun process when you improve yourself and improve your looks. It shouldn't be based out of your own insecurities. But if this is something you struggle with and you want to know my exact tactics and habits and exercises that I do for all of Looks Maxing, then you can check out my link in the description below for my Looks Maxing course, where I also include a bonus dating module teaching you how to get good with women, bonus social media module teaching you how to maximize your social media, and bonus aesthetic body program so you can know what workouts to do in the gym and get, better body, you know what I'm saying? So no pressure, but you can check it out, link in the description below if you're interested. And with that being said, remember, be better than you were yesterday.